уже когда двигатель был готов, на протяжении 6 месяцев 2 экземпляра активно тестировались, отъездили. Всем салам алейкум, добрый день. Сегодня мы находимся в нашем магазине Кросс 05 в Махачкале, Хаджи Булача 97. И у нас в гостях основатель завода AJ1 Армен Хаджинян. Армен, nice to meet you.
Nice to see you again.
Махачкала. И у нас есть возможность пообщаться с Арменом, задать ему несколько вопросов и узнать его мнение по некоторым из них. Armen,
Yes.
Last week we were on Moscow bike show, and I want to ask you what is your impression about this show? Maybe you see something new for you. What surprised you? Because there was too many Russian distributor stands and China factory stands and motor show. And what's the impression?
Actually, I was a little surprised because I wasn't expecting a lot of Chinese factories to be at the show, representing their own products. Honestly, nothing new appeared. It's basically almost all the same. A lot of the two-strokes that came into the market, everybody was saying that, oh, it's our own development, but technically it's not. There's, for example, this one, we worked with the company a little bit regarding improvements and modifications, which they listened to us. They did actually a fairly good job. The previous company we worked with, we did work with them for 1.5 years, but it turned out to be a kind of like not a good decision. So we backed out of that enterprise and started working with this company. And actually, it hasn't been a bad experience. Overall, it's been fairly well. A lot of the factories that we saw at the motor show, everybody was like, well, it's our own development. But when you technically, if you take a closer look at the engines, it's basically, most of them are from the same factory. I mean, you can't really blame them because everybody's trying to, grow up. It's natural. But how should I say? It's okay. It's the end customers, the end buyers will tell you exactly who's good and who's not at the end. So,
and which price, it's around to develop new engine? I heard that it's about maybe 3 million RMB to start it.
Yes, it costs about 3 million RMB to do.
To do copy.
Yeah, to do a replica.
You need to make a sample, you need to make mold for all parts.
Yes, you need to make a mold. If you start doing the engine, if you're doing a replica only, right? It takes about 3 million RMB because you need to make a mold for everything. The engine cases, gears, clutch parts, piston, the whole engine needs a new mold. And with the right type of people.
The piston, before the pistons was one of the weak point of China to stroke engines.
Because it was mostly cast. They weren't using forged pistons. Forged pistons are much stronger. And yes, they are a little bit more expensive, but at the end, you don't have so many problems. And in my experience, it's the best type of piston you can use. Forged pistons are the best overall.
And also,
yes.
We have too many people come to our stand, give me a hand and say thank you for these good bikes. And it was very pleasure for me, and I want to say big thanks for you.
No problem. My pleasure. Well, look, I mean, for us also, this year we're starting to develop our own models. When I say our own models, I'm talking about our own plastic design, our own unique designs that is not a replica of everybody else. The reason why we did a lot of the replicas is because market demand. Market demanded, when you have a lot of customers, they can come to you and say, well, we want this type of a design because that's what the market wants. That's what the end customers are wanting. So we did it that way, but we feel that because everybody's using almost the same.
I hope on next show, 26, we can
you're gonna see
present it.
Yeah, you're gonna see completely new design bikes, for sure.
I hope I will see it before customers can see it.
Yeah, I mean, we'll do prototypes, of course, for testing and things like that. And yeah, we'll send some photos and videos your way. This way, you know what's going on and what the next generation will be like. So that's not a problem. That's okay.
And also, there was a race. Maybe I told this about race on Russian to our.
Yeah, no problem. Of course, please.
Также во время выставки проходила гонка по суперэндуро. Буйный есть. Это уже широко известная гонка. Были все топовые гонщики России, Беларуси. И Шамиль участвовал, Шамиль Магомедов, наш гонщик, участвовал на новом мотоцикле AX300 на этих соревнованиях. И мы, конечно, немного переживали, как все пройдет, но мотоцикл показал себя хорошо, отъездил полную гонку 2 дня. И пока, Шамиль, как сказать, мы ждали от него обратную связь, уже именно как профессионального гонщика, и мы получили ее, он хорошо оценил мотоцикл. С учетом его советов мы внесли небольшие изменения в настройки, но это уже такие технические моменты. В общем, первая гонка этим мотоциклом пройдена успешно, и для нас это хороший результат. Во время выставки наибольшее внимание на нашем стенде было, конечно, приковано к нашей новой модели AX300, это двухтактный мотоцикл, и немного поговорим о нем. На нашей новой модели AX300 мы установили новый двухтактный мотор. Как Армен сказал, на выставке было много новинок китайских двухтактных мотоциклов, и каждый производитель, каждый дистрибьютор презентует их как собственную разработку, хотя только несколько заводов в Китае производят двигатели, и мы не скрываем, мы используем двигатель от наших партнеров, но этот двигатель создавался непосредственно с участием завода Ajerra, непосредственно с участием Армена. И когда двигатель уже был готов, мы сделали 2 мотоцикла. Эти 2 мотоцикла испытывались в Китае, мы сами тоже присутствовали там при этих испытаниях. И они отъездили от 60 до 100 часов. Также некоторые другие компании брали эти двигатели на тестирование, и у них тоже, по нашей информации, мы после этого общались, у них тоже двигатели отъездили без поломок, скажем так. Но в течение этих 60-100 часов мы вносили ряд изменений, то есть мы пробовали разные карбюраторы, разные настройки в самом двигателе. И с уверенностью могу сказать, что сегодня, скажем так, поступая в продажу, этот двигатель полностью модернизирован, доработан и готов к тому, чтобы покупатели могли купить мотоцикл, сесть на него и с первых дней начать получать удовольствие. Также хочу заметить, что сейчас много компаний будут презентовать мотоциклы с двухтактным двигателем, но у нас есть очень выгодное преимущество тем, что мы установили этот двигатель в наше шасси, которое мы разрабатывали последние годы, и комплектация данного мотоцикла, она не имеет аналогов, она уже, скажем так, вышла из ряда китайских заводов и фабрик по своим комплектующим. Здесь уже используются японские комплектующие, европейские комплектующие, и уже он все больше перестает быть китайским мотоциклом. Когда я говорю о том, что наша компания и завод AJ1 выходит уже за границы Китая, я имею в виду, что в процессе улучшения качества самого мотоцикла, самого шасси, не только двигателя, компания AJ1 уже выходит за границы Китая и начинает использовать, например, европейские комплектующие, в частности, сальники, пыльники СКФ-овские. Скоро мы начнем использовать японские цепи. Допустим, в настоящее время мы также имеем контакты с Каябой, и, возможно, в ближайшем будущем у вас появится возможность приобретать топовые модели мотоциклов Ajerra AJ1 уже на подвеске от Каябы. То есть мы постоянно движемся в сторону улучшения комплектации, улучшения качества. Также, например, колодки используются тайваньских фирм. То есть мы выходим постоянно за грани Китая. И несмотря на то, что в Китае немного сложно именно привозить компоненты из-за границы, и они облагаются большим налогом, но все равно мы делаем это, мы стараемся улучшать качество и создать мотоцикл очень высокого качества. Armen, you are first time in Dagestan, and what's the impression?
It's actually very good. I like it. very relaxed city, in my opinion. People are good. Food is number one delicious. This is, of course, next to the Caspian Sea. Always, honestly, tell the truth, I miss the ocean. Being in Chongqing, very far from the ocean, and coming here, look, I'm Armenian originally. I was born in Armenia, grew up in USA, and then moved to China for work and business. But it's the culture is a little similar. So it kind of feels a little bit like homesick, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I like it. It's very interesting, adventurous. Yesterday we went to Derbent and saw one of the oldest, cities in the Russian Federation situation. And yeah, it's honestly, it's very good. I like it very
We're
much.
always happy to see you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Always happy to see good friends.
Yes, and I hope next year you will always visit us.
Every year I'm trying to, come up for the Moscow Motor Show and then take some time off for myself to relax and, visit friends, see how they're doing, talk about the market, talk about the old times, that kind of situation. So for me, it's fun and interesting. That's for sure.
Okay.
But anyway.
Maybe you want to say something to our people.
Okay, one thing is don't buy from great dealers. It's a very bad idea. Number one, you don't get any warranty, you don't get any parts service, nothing. Don't buy. Buy it the right and legal way from the official stores, from our friend here, Mr. Ruslan, and his official distribution network and his store. I hope everybody's enjoying the motorcycles. I know I am. I'm having a very fun time building them, manufacturing them, coming up with new ideas for parts. And hopefully, beginning of next year, you'll see some new product coming out. Not replicas like everybody else. If you need any service or parts or anything they might need for your motorcycles, Mr. Ruslan and his team at Ajerra will be more than glad to help you with any questions or anything you might need. Hopefully you enjoy bikes as much as I do. That's for sure. All right. It's fun, bro. I mean, what can I say? I sleep, I dream bikes. I sleep, I dream parts. I wake up, I'm always, working on something. So
last year when we was in Shanghai, we was talking with you about bikes until 6 a.m.
6 a.m. I think it was. Yeah, we were finally almost falling asleep at that time. Yeah, it's not easy finding the same type of people that enjoy and have a passion for the same type of product. It's not easy. And even when I was a kid, I grew up working around cars. And then as I got older, I got more interested into bikes. So when I came to China, I said, you know what? Because everybody was doing about the same thing. So I was like, well, let's build something that, customers really want. And my vision, my goal has always been to manufacture the best that I can with what we can get from the market, or build the motorcycle with new parts, new molds, new designs, all that kind of stuff. And today we've done actually a very good job. The new suspension, the new brakes, the second generation brake system that we're coming out with, we're going to be changing the chain actually also. We're going to be starting to use Japanese arcade chain, which is a better quality. It's a little bit more, but it's better, much better quality. The suspension, it's an old technology, but we're doing some modifications using parts from Europe. It's going to be the air system where no more springs, saves weight, and it works actually very well. So that's okay. The brake pads right now, we're using Elig from Taiwan, which is honestly good quality. We haven't had a single problem yet. And it's been very well for us. So we are doing a lot of, we are importing a lot of parts from like Japan, Europe, to just improve the quality. because in the past we did use a lot of Chinese parts, which was okay. It wasn't bad. It's just more and more customers, end users, their feedback is, Armen, can you use different parts from different countries? And I started researching it, and that's what we're doing. Ordering parts from Europe, Italy, Germany, Taiwan, Japan. So we're making the bikes better and better and better every time.
And there is no top bike in the world which will be created and assembled in one factory with their own details. Everybody use different suppliers.
Basically, yeah, everybody's. Excuse me.
Because when they create bikes, they try to make his bikes better and try to find better decisions.
Yeah. And I mean, everybody's almost the same. It's just I like to push the boundaries a little bit more. And when I moved to China, working with a couple of factories, it's kind of like, well, the factory can do better, but most of them didn't. They just stuck with what they knew.
The most of distributors don't want to pay more and,
exactly. That's
and
another
take
thing.
Better products.
Yeah, that's another thing. The factory can do better. It's just it depends on depending on the importer, how the importer wants the motorcycles to be. And a lot of time, when the products hit the market, the end users, they think, well, it's Chinese, it's bad. No, it's not.
When
it's
I start to work with your factory, and too many guys in Russia tell me, why you buy these bikes? It's too expensive, and they don't care about quality. They're only looking for less price.
Yeah. Well, no, that's not the case. I mean, the factory is able to do better quality. It just depends on the importer, how the importer wants it, and how the importer wants to push into market. If the importer has a long vision of how he wants his brand to be, or how he wants to partnership and everything like that, then yeah, of course the factory can do much better quality product. But some importers, they're bring in the container, sell it, you're done, finish. But some importers we work with right now, they want better quality. They have a longer vision of how to run the business. So that's why when you and me started working together, and I recommended we do a little bit higher end product. This way, for the end users, it's better. It's more.
Yes, of course. And it will be a little hard to start sell it and to understand, explain people what is different.
Yeah, in the beginning.
But now when wheel is turning, it's a little easier, and more and more people come and say thank you.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, in the beginning, it's like that. Everything is a little hard especially because there's a lot of importers bringing in the motorcycles and telling the end users, yeah, it's a very good quality. But when the end user starts using it, they feel like, no, it's not, And yeah, it takes a little while longer to explain, to show, and end users finally realize and understand, yeah, okay, it's better that I spent this much more money to get a better quality product instead of buying this at a lower price, which was gonna, break down on me 6 months later. So it's, bro, it's all about.
I think we can. Today we can to. What is повторить?
Повторить.
To
take a break.
China history make again.
Yeah.
Right now until the sea.
That's true.
Armen, me and my team, we were proud to be a part of AJ1 family because we work together and we spend together too many time like family. And I'm glad that we can find decision and solution with every question.
Yeah, of course, it's not a problem.
That's
it's my pleasure. Actually, it's my pleasure.
I want to say big thanks from me and from my team and from all Russian customers.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. And look, honestly, it's always been my real inside gut feeling, passion that I need to give something better, I don't want to be like everybody else where just push product into market. No, I want to give the customer, yourself, the end users, everybody a better quality product. Yes, okay, maybe you pay a little bit more because of what you're getting. You know, it's like quality against price. It has to balance.
Yes, of course.
And
But if people stop compare with other China company and begin to compare our bikes with European bikes, they will change their thinking that
oh yes,
price
of course.
it will be low.
Yeah.
Because right now some people think that the price is high, but in mentality, in their mind, China bikes is the same, only stickers different.
No.
But if we look to configuration, to details, to parts, and understand that we must compare this bike with European bikes, maybe it's still not KTM and Husqvarna.
Well, look,
But
I mean,
if we take quality against price, I think it's a better product.
it's very reasonable. Well, that's what we try to do also. I'm not trying to make a $12,000 motorcycle. No, because again, comparing against the European or Japanese, it's difficult. It's not easy. But I do what I can. So for the price and the quality of the product, yes, it's very reasonable in my opinion. It's very okay. For example, I'll give you an example. The wheel seals. A lot of the factories, they'll use regular rubber black color seals. We don't. We use fluorine seals, which are heat resistant and last much longer. The same thing with the antifreeze. A lot of the companies, they'll use diluted green color antifreeze, which for some areas it's okay, it's not a problem. But for Russia, because it gets really cold, so we use minus 40-degree antifreeze. Summertime, we change it. Summertime, because the schedule of leaving our factory, by the time it gets to your market area, okay, we know the time, so we change the antifreeze accordingly. A lot of things like this we take into account. So that's why sometimes when you're placing the order, I tell you, Ruslan, it's going to take a little time longer because we're doing these new, modifications and improvements. So that's why we do it, to make the bikes better for you and for your customer at the end, which is good, in my opinion. Yeah, it's everybody's going to like it, of course.
I want to say thank you that you find time to
My
visit
pleasure.
us and to give this interview for our customers.
No
Друзья,
problem.
с нами был Армен. Скажем ему спасибо, попрощаемся. До новых встреч.